the public are interested in videos like this.
And for what though? Like, is it you're recording official? It is. You're not allowed to record official vehicles. You're recording official vehicles coming in and out of a secure area.
Is there an offence?
Yeah, you're recording Garda vehicle reg numbers coming in and out.
But I'm filming from public.
No, you're in my workplace.
Okay, but there's no need to stand so close.
Stand back. But you're in my workplace.
So this is an intimidation tactic?
No, it's not. You're in my workplace.
Why are you standing so close? Is there not COVID? Should we not have 2 meters distance?
You should, yeah.
You have no regard. There's a security issue, right? You have no right to record.
Okay, well, rest assured, I haven't got.
You have no right to record private vehicles.
Welcome back to Operation Audit, where we look at public authority, police conduct, and citizens' rights. Today's footage comes from Coley Burks, so check out the original video through the link below and show them some support. This incident takes place outside Irish Garda Station in Dublin, where a simple public filming situation quickly turns into officers making claims they struggle to back up. The auditor is recording from a public pavement, but several Gardaí approach him with different reasons for why he should stop. One says filming the station is illegal, another brings up private vehicles, and another simply stands too close, applying pressure without giving a clear legal basis. None of them can point to the actual law being broken, and that is exactly why accountability matters. Let's get into it.
Hello. What are you doing here? I'm just making a video.
Yeah, you can't record a Garda station. It's an offence.
Oh. Is it an offence?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Can you stop recording?
Why? I thought I could. Can you get your hand off me?
What's your name?
Am I required to give my name?
Yes.
I thought you can film from public.
You're committing an offence here.
What
Recording
offence?
a Garda station.
What
Recording
offence?
a Garda station.
What's the offence?
It's an offence to record a Garda station.
It's not an offence.
Yes, it is.
I've done my research. I'm sure it's not an offence.
It is.
What offence is it?
What's this in relation to anyway?
Right away, the officer claims that recording a Garda station is an offense. The auditor asks the obvious question, what offense? But the officer has no answer. No law, no section, no clear explanation, just the same claim repeated again. And that is the problem. Filming from a public place is not automatically illegal in Ireland or the UK. If an officer says someone is breaking the law, they need to identify that law clearly. Otherwise, it is just authority being used without a legal basis. So again, what offense has actually been committed?
It's just a video matter of public interest. Can you just relax a bit? There was no need to like touch me and stuff. Like we can have a conversation. Would you mind identifying yourself?
Yeah, there's my number there.
What's your own name?
I'm not required to give any names. Unless you suspect me of committing an offence.
It's an offence to record a Garda
What offence is it? No, I'm not trying to be difficult. I came to the front office and told you what I was doing. We didn't seem to have any issues. He's just come up to me, tried to grab me. I understand you got the section 24 power, but that's only if I've contravened any other section of the Public Order Act. You're aware it's not an offence to film from public? He doesn't want to talk.
How long do you plan on staying here?
So as long as it takes.
What takes?
My film to film. Is there anything else I can help you with? I'll ask you a question.
What's your answer?
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, is there anything I can help you with?
No.
Would you mind stop filming the Garda station then?
I'm free to film.
From where here?
Is it relevant?
I didn't give you permission to record me.
I don't need your permission. I'm filming from public.
You do need your permission to record.
What country are you from?
So it's irrelevant.
No, it is relevant.
Why?
For visa stats.
Do you think that I've entered the country illegally?
Where are you from?
It's not relevant.
It's a question.
Okay, and I've answered the question.
What's your answer?
I don't believe I'm entitled to answer. I don't think it's relevant to
You
what
are
I'm
in a
doing.
public place and you're being asked a question.
Okay.
Now the officer moves into a more uncomfortable area by asking where the auditor is from. When he does not get the answer he wants, he keeps pushing, so the auditor turns the question back on him and asks whether he suspects him of entering the country illegally. And that is the real issue here. A man is simply standing on a public footpath filming a building, not committing any clear offense, yet suddenly his background becomes the focus. Why? Because the officer cannot point to an actual law being broken, so he starts looking for another angle. Asking for ID has limits, and it should be based on reasonable suspicion of a real offense, not just someone holding a camera in public. That is why the auditor calls it out.
Okay. Am I required by law to answer the question?
Yeah, you are.
What law am I obliged?
Sorry?
Which law obligates me to answer?
Oh, where are you from?
Doesn't matter.
Sorry?
Doesn't matter. Do you suspect that I've entered illegally?
Sorry?
Do you suspect that I've entered the country illegally?
Sorry?
Do you suspect?
I can't hear you.
Do you suspect that I've entered the country illegally?
Which country?
Ireland.
Ireland. Are you from Ireland?
Perhaps.
Sorry?
Perhaps.
Well, can I see some identification then?
No, I don't have any ID.
You don't?
No.
Alright. Okay. You don't have any ID on your person whatsoever?
None.
None. Okay. You know, you'd be able to tell us who you are and where you're from.
I don't have to.
Sorry?
I don't have to.
Says who?
It's my obligation not to.
What country?
Under Section 43 of the Irish Constitution, I have the right to assemble here.
Sorry?
Section 43 or Article 43.
No, we have sections. We don't have articles. We have articles in the UK.
Okay, well, the Irish
I think
Constitution.
you're mixing your countries up. Over.
I'm not mixing my countries up, but I have the right to
Why?
assembly. Section 6, subsection 1. I have the right to assemble here. I'm just doing some filming. There's nothing more to it than that. I am allowed.
You're not allowed.
I've done my research. I wouldn't be irresponsible.
The auditor makes a small slip with his wording, and the Garda immediately jumps on it with a smug attitude instead of addressing the actual point. Rather than dealing with the right being raised, he focuses on a minor mistake and tries to use it to talk down to him. But that does not change the facts. The auditor is standing peacefully on a public footpath, not blocking anyone, not causing trouble, and not committing any clear offense. Mocking his wording does not remove his rights or create a law where there is none.
I mean, you're
I
mixing
have.
up what country
So
as
what-
well. Your
what,
articles and your sections. You are not allowed. Okay?
Excuse me?
Press
I don't have any press credentials.
no credentials. You're no.
I don't need any credentials. I'm a member of the public, filming from public.
Official guard of the vehicle.
It's not an
This
offence
is
to do
actually-
so.
Yeah, this actually is. This belongs to the station. Do you know what I mean? So you're not actually allowed.
What information could I pull from that registration?
You can. Do you know what I mean? It's not allowed. It's prohibited.
I don't think it is. I've done my research. I wouldn't be irresponsible. I have.
Well. So I'm giving you an order now to leave the area, please. You're
What's
not
that, under
allowed to film me.
section
You do not
8?
have my permission. You do not have my permission to film me.
I don't need anyone's permission.
You do actually.
So you're
Actually
ordering me
fine,
under
you do.
Section 8 of the
I'm
Public Order
ordering
Act?
you, you're not allowed record.
Public Order Act.
Yeah, so Section 8. Have I contravened any other section of the Public Order Act?
Sorry?
Have I contravened any other section of the Public Order Act for you to give me a directive under Section 8?
You've been informed.
Yes, but on what basis?
Give your name and address as well. That's Section 24.
Yeah, but I haven't contravened any section of the Public Order Act.
You're refusing to give that. You have no ID.
I haven't committed any
You
offences, have
no
I?
ID, on you whatsoever.
I don't need any ID.
You're saying you won't even give your details, and then you're filming.
Can you not surround me, please?
No.
Can you not surround me, please? I'm feeling very intimidated.
Sorry?
Can you not surround me?
But you're in my workplace.
But I'm filming from public.
No, you're in my workplace.
Okay,
This
but
is my
there's
workplace.
no
So if
need
you
to
want
stand so
back.
close.
Stand back. But you're in my workplace.
So this is an intimidation tactic.
No, it's not. You're in my workplace.
Why are you standing so close? Is there
I'm
not
in my
COVID?
workplace.
Should we not have 2 meters distance?
You should, yeah.
Well, you're coming up to me.
No, this is my workplace.
Okay, I understand that. I'm not.
So,
This is clear intimidation. The aim is to make the auditor feel surrounded, pressured, and pushed into backing down. When he says he feels intimidated and asks them to step back, the response is that he is in their workplace. But a public footpath does not stop being public just because it is outside a Garda station. He is allowed to stand there, he is allowed to film there, and calling it a workplace does not create extra powers. The auditor is right when he says he is in a public place, and the officers know it. They just keep using their presence because the law is not on their side.
Okay, I understand that. I'm not
You're in his
I'm not causing
my
a problem.
workplace.
I'm not causing an issue. Can you not stand so close? Look how close this guy's standing.
you're in my workplace.
Alright. Can you have a word with, I don't feel like there's any need for this. I've communicated, I've explained what I'm
You
doing.
haven't explained. You said public interest.
With all
You
due
haven't
respect,
given
I don't need to
any explanation whatsoever.
Excuse me? I'm just making a video.
For what?
People are interested in seeing these
In what?
videos.
Seeing what? The patrol cars driving in.
No, they want to see. They want to see how the authorities react to people filming from public, and they want to see the authorities respect their rights.
You can't even give a genuine reason, an explanation why you're
I
recording.
don't need to have a reason
But
or an
you're
explanation.
you're filming us, and you have absolutely no explanation for what.
I do have an explanation.
You don't have an
I do.
explanation. You don't.
Rest
I
assured.
told you I don't want to be on foot.
Well, you're
I have a
welcome.
right
You're
do
welcome
that.
to.
You're in our workplace.
I'm
You
not in
don't
your
understand. You
workplace.
are. This is
I'm
our
in a
workplace.
public place.
No, it's not. This is our workplace.
So this isn't a public
This
place.
is our workplace. All this is. This is part.
I'm
of
aware, but it can be filmed from public.
No, it can't. Really? I said to you, you can't even give a proper explanation. as
There
to
is an
report.
there is a proper
For what?
explanation.
You're not.
Matters of public interest. The
Of
public
what?
are interested to see how their tax money is being spent. Interactions between the public and the authorities.
You can't even tell us where you're from, so we don't even know.
I
if
don't
you're a
need to.
taxpayer.
I don't need to tell you.
So why are you saying you're doing it on behalf of the taxpayers when you can't prove you're a taxpayer?
I don't need to prove I'm a taxpayer. What about
You're a
other
hypocrite.
taxpayers?
You're a hypocrite.
Okay, let's reserve our opinions. Like you're in
Well,
uniform, you're at
You
work.
prove it and not have a discussion with you, but at the moment you're just a hypocrite.
Okay, I'll be a hypocrite. Why are you standing so close, bro? There's no need for this.
I'm not your bro.
I'm not your. All right.
I'm just curious. I like your phone, you see.
You're trying to intimidate me. Can you tell him to pack it in? Like, there's no need. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why do I need to stop recording? I'm just expressing my right to film from public. This is very unprofessional behaviour. Excuse me.
There's private cars as well in there. You have no right to record our private cars.
They're not exempt from being filmed.
No, yeah, they are.
They're not.
You have no regard. There's a security issue around it. You have no right to record.
Okay, well, rest assured, I haven't got.
You have no right to record private vehicles.
Actually, if they're in
car
public or anything
They're
I can
not in
see
the
from public.
The female officer then changes the argument and claims he cannot film private vehicles because of security and registration plates. But vehicles visible from a public place can be recorded, and number plates are displayed publicly for that exact reason. Dash cams, CCTV, car parks, buses, and traffic cameras record plates every day. If her claim was true, ordinary dash cam users and businesses with CCTV would all be breaking the law, which is clearly not the case. Then she tells him to look up the legislation, which is the biggest problem. She is the one in uniform making the claim and trying to limit his rights. If the law exists, she should be able to name it. The fact she cannot says a lot.
place.
But I can
That's
film
a
them from
private-
public.
No, it's a private area. You're not allowed to record private Garda vehicles. There's a national security with regards to it.
Insecurity in regards to what?
Because they're guards private vehicles.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, well, they are. Well, what did you think they were?
Excuse me? I have done my homework, but I can film anything from public. This is very unprofessional.
You're reporting me. I can report you.
But this whole trying to surround me, intimidate me, like...
He's allowed to record you. You're in a public place.
You seem quite reasonable. I'd rather speak with you. Like, you two, I don't know, like,
You two what?
what's going
You were
on,
asked-
like...
You were asked a question while you were recording.
They're right. Recording. Garda vehicles.
And private.
Okay, is it an offence?
To record private vehicles.
I haven't been able to make out any private
No,
vehicles.
really. Who are we going by? You saying that?
But regardless, they can be
No,
filmed.
Sorry, it's safety as well.
Your CCTV cameras
It's
film everyone's
safety.
private cars.
It's safety.
Okay, I'm not
Okay?
here to...
So we're working in it like for security and safety. Okay. So there is an issue around recording our private vehicles and our reg numbers. Do you know what I mean? We don't know what purpose you're going to be using this for. Exactly.
Just for my own recreation.
No, for what? We have an issue with regards to that. I have an issue with my...
It's not a security risk.
It is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Who says you? As a complete stranger who won't give over any of your information.
I don't need to give over my information.
Oh, we know.
I'm expressing my
God knows
rights.
what you're linked to.
This is where her argument starts to collapse. The auditor points out that CCTV records private vehicles, number plates, and faces every single day across the country. The officer says that is different, but different how? She cannot explain it because the logic does not hold. A camera fixed to a wall and a camera held by a person are still both recording what is visible from a public place. If CCTV can lawfully capture vehicles in public, then a person filming from public land can do the same. That is why you should never be pressured into obeying made-up rules. Stay calm, ask questions, and know your rights.
You don't have a right
I'm not
to
a
film
criminal,
live.
like, you can't just suspect
Did
me.
I say you were? But we don't know who you are.
Well,
Yeah, and
you
I'm
can't
saying
treat
you do
everyone
not-
as a suspect.
You do not have the right to record our own.
Well, technically
private
I do.
vehicle. No, you don't. It's private spot. You
The
do not.
CCTV
you
cameras
do not.
can-
You do not. That's different. You do not. You're a private person. You do not have a right to record private reg and use them for whatever purposes. You don't. So go back and look up your legislation.
as I said, I like your phone. It's nice.
Thanks.
Where'd you get it?
It's an iPhone.
An iPhone.
Yeah.
What type of iPhone?
iPhone XR. Can you just leave me alone? Like, I feel a
But
little
I'm in
bit
my
harassed.
workplace. I'm entitled to do whatever I want in my workplace.
Well, no, well, technically you're not. Like,
I am actually. It's part
we're
of the
in a
Garda
public place.
Station. Yeah.
You're just kind of coming up to me, circling me, surrounding me.
No,
with,
as I
like,
said, it's a nice phone. I'm thinking of getting one myself. You see.
so you're not trying to intimidate me.
No.
Yeah, how about this? Do you want this? From me to you.
A gift?
It's an iPhone 8, yeah. If I give you this, will you leave me alone?
But I'm not doing nothing with you.
You say you wanted a phone. Here, take this phone.
Sorry?
Take this phone.
Oh no, I don't want any of your property. So no.
Okay.
Then things take a very strange turn. One officer stands far too close and starts commenting on the auditor's phone. That is not professional, and it does not come across as casual conversation. It feels like an attempt to make him uneasy, to show that they are watching everything, and to pressure him without any lawful basis. The auditor calls it out straight away, and rightly so. If an officer is standing inches away and making personal remarks about someone's belongings, it raises a serious question about professionalism in public service.
It's the person either. I told you I don't want to be filmed. He told you he doesn't want to be filmed. So you're not respecting any of that.
If you're in public, you don't have any.
I do have rights. So
Any
what? I
rights?
don't have rights.
Not.
Called humanity.
I actually do have rights.
Yeah, I know.
It's not hard.
And you're not showing any respect or dignity towards argument.
Listen, if the camera's upsetting you, then that's on you. Like,
It's not on us.
it's just like the feelings
You
police.
didn't
Like,
like him standing in front of you. So
yeah,
why
but that's
is
a
it
little
any
bit different, isn't it?
No, it's not.
You're a hypocrite if you've shown no respect and no humanity towards us.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, if you fancy standing there in the rain, knock yourself out.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Right, see you later, lads. Yeah, and if I find you outside you filming any private vehicle registers, it would be a different story.
Okay.
Or a code into.
Throughout the whole encounter, the auditor stays calm. He does not shout, he does not get aggressive, and he does not give them an excuse to escalate. Meanwhile, the officers try one angle after another, illegal filming claims, directions that do not seem to apply, questions about where he is from, physical pressure, comments about his phone, and arguments about private vehicles. Different places and different officers, but the same pattern keeps appearing. Rules are stated without being explained. Legal powers are suggested without being proven, and pressure is used when the law is weak. That is exactly why these videos matter. Most people do not fully know their rights, and when you do not know them, it becomes much easier to be pushed into compliance. Staying calm is important, asking simple questions is important, but being informed is what gives you real confidence. If you want to understand what officers can and cannot do, check out my Know Your Rights guide through the link in the description. And if this breakdown helped, subscribe for more clear, calm, and honest coverage. Stay informed, look out for each other, and I'll see you in the next one.